Hello everyone, I hope you're well and have been taking good care of yourselves. These past 2 months have been quite dry with lots of blue skies and majorly a season of wheat harvest over here. In today's video, I'd like to share with you the useful lessons I got to learn in my early 20s. To be honest, my early 20s have been the best years of my life. My adulthood has been an amazing experience because they are the years where I found healing from my childhood trauma and learned how to truly live in peace. There's so much that I would have loved to share with you guys, but since I can't squeeze them all into one video, I'll share the ones at the top of my list. Number 1. Gradual change is beautiful. Rushing things in life gives us double pressure and leaves us feeling overwhelmed. While receiving one of his awards, the actor Shields said that slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. Throughout my recovery journey from depression and childhood trauma, I realized how wonderful it was to live life at my own pace. Waiting for the things we want in life holds the core purpose of preparation for what's coming in the future. Trust me when I say that it's better to have it when we are fully prepared than when we are half-baked. Number 2. Take risks. You could say that our 20s are the most forgiving of times. It's easy to take a risk without facing heavy consequences when we're younger. As we grow older, more responsibilities like our own healthcare, taking care of our own parents or our own children take over. At this point, taking risks becomes more difficult. So don't be scared to try out new things in your 20s, like moving to a different city, taking a different career path, or starting your own business. When we take calculated risks, we get to discover what works and what doesn't work. We also get to learn more about ourselves and how to settle on the things that make us feel the most alive. Number 3. It's okay to shift from societal perceptions. As we grow up, we notice that there are certain ideologies we grew up with which don't serve us well at all in life. One interesting mentality that I had to let go of was that it wasn't okay for me to wear my natural hair as it is. I'm personally not much a fan of braiding my hair or even straightening it, but it seemed like every time I wore my natural hair, there was always criticism around it, like people asking me when I was going to do my hair next. To my environment, it was quite unacceptable to stay with your natural hair. Because of this, I found myself blow drying or braiding my hair even though it always made me feel uncomfortable. It's only after college that I finally realized I don't always have to bend to societal rules. I learned to embrace my 4C hair as part of who I was. I also learned how to take good care of it and keep it hydrated and healthy every day. From this, I think that everyone deserves to have the freedom to be themselves. Number 4. I don't know about you, but I grew up associating making mistakes with a negative future of failure and poverty. It took me such a long time to detach myself from that mindset. It seems easier said than done, but it's important to be grateful for our losing moments just as we are of our winning moments. No one is perfect at the first try of anything, and it's the mistakes we make that show us the right path to take. I've gradually redefined how I view mistakes, and as we all know, mistakes help us to grow in life and should not be avoided. If we don't make mistakes, we'll never learn what we shouldn't do. Of course, we won't always make the score, and that's okay. Number 5, relationship with self. Before my 20s, I always thought of relationships as being between me and another person. Not once did I ever think that I needed to have a relationship with myself. Ideally, we can tell the relationship we have with ourselves by how other people treat us. What we allow from others is a reflection of what we allow within us. In the past, I was never kind enough to myself. I thought less of myself, and this made me accept less than I deserved, such as being spoken to harshly in toxic friendships and even relationships. As I healed, I learned that how we treat ourselves carries so much weight in the things we accept in life. It's important that we train our thoughts to think better of ourselves in order to attract better people or things and improve our mental, emotional, and physical health. Number 6. One best way to respect ourselves is by setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with toxic people can often be overwhelming and difficult because such individuals are naturally wired to have it their way. Narcissists, for instance, can become very hostile and make us feel guilty for setting boundaries. Some people may misunderstand us when we set our boundaries, but that doesn't mean that we have to lower our standards for them. In my healing journey, I've learned that setting boundaries is different from building walls. Boundaries are gentle while walls are harsh. When I was deep in depression, I didn't trust people and I had an impenetrable wall around me to save the little that was left in me after childhood abuse. After healing, I learned how to break the wall and allow myself to be vulnerable yet again. I also learned how to allow people to help me while still setting healthy boundaries with each other. Over time, I've learned to trust my instincts when making decisions and also just pause and think before I say yes or no. We are not obligated to give an immediate answer or to say yes to every request that comes our way. Sometimes it's okay to just say no or I'll think about it and wrap it up at that. Setting boundaries gives us control over our lives and helps us to make choices that we know are best for us. Number 7. Self-care. My early 20s taught me that self-care is not a one-time thing, but a ritual I get to practice every day. I used to think of self-care as an external activity, but my early 20s have taught me that self-care has more to do with the internal. Our souls crave peace and joy, and every hour is an opportunity to feed our souls with love and care. Number 8. Don't force things. When we're with the right people or in the right places, we find that we don't have to work so hard to achieve happiness because happiness comes as second nature. Whenever you feel like you're forcing things to fall into place, be it in friendships or your career, it's a call to walk away or rethink your choices. We all deserve to be in genuine environments that reciprocate happiness, love, and care. Thanks so much for listening in today. I hope that the lessons I shared with you made an impact in one way or another. Shalom, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.